And Derek, it's great to get some baseball broadcasts going again.
Absolutely. It's great to be back out here for the start of we're 3 games into the start of another Bryan baseball season. And you know what? For spring baseball, you really couldn't ask for a more perfect weather day. You'd say it's a little bit chilly, but you know what? You'll take this weather anytime you can get it here in the spring.
Absolutely. Last time the Golden Bears played a full game, they defeated Van Wert 4-0. They did go down to Findlay on Thursday and played a half an inning, and then it started to hail.
Yep, I was going to say, I was just getting actually ready to leave work, and I'm like, there's hail coming down, so I wondered if they were going to get that game in or not. So I'm not surprised that they didn't. But that's a long bus trip just for a half an inning or an inning or whatever they got in.
Absolutely. Well, it is the Oberlin Turnbull countdown to first pitch. Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family-owned, family-focused. I had a chance to chat with Bryan head coach Corey Walker. You're going to hear that after this timeout on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Opportunities for families and friends to have fun at many different events. After winning Season 21 of The Voice on Team Kelly, Girl Named Tom recently performed a free concert on the AMP's incredible outdoor stage, thanks to numerous corporate and family sponsors.
With a 5-tier sponsorship opportunity, you can help support this project and all that is to come. Sponsorships promote brand exposure and include unique bonuses with each tier.
To learn more about how you can help provide quality programming at the AMP, visit cityofbryan.com/FC Amphitheater.
Welcome back out on the Golden Bears Sports Network. Chris Malanga alongside Coach Corey Walker, the Bryan Golden Bears baseball team. And Coach, been a pretty decent start to the season for you guys, although a lot of games getting postponed too.
Right, and that's spring. We do this every year, but we've got off to a decent start in the games that we have played. We played 3 games in 1 inning. But in the three full games we played, we've pitched really well, and we've fielded the ball really well so far, and it's led us to, we've only given up runs in 1 inning out of the 20 innings or so, 21 innings or so we've played. So we've been really proud of the way we've pitched, and we've been really proud of the way that we have played defense. And offensively, we're finding ways to scrape runs across at this point.
That's good. Yeah, let's talk about your game last night where you went all the way down to Findlay, got an inning in, and we had hail.
We did. So, that was one of those things where you look back and maybe you regret making the choice a little bit, but it was one of those, we always say that if you decide to play, it's going to rain, and if you decide not to, it's going to be sunny. And on the way home, of course, the bus ride is sunny the whole way home. But that's a team that we really want to play because it's a good Division I team. They're always very competitive in the districts up there, and our goal is to play those type of teams. And if it's the only day that works, we're going to do everything in our power to get in. Unfortunately, weather did not cooperate. We played a full half inning down there through the hail, and we made 2 defensive plays in the hail, so we can't complain, but hopefully we can play them later in the year because they're really good competition.
We'll get to talk about Southview here in a minute. Before we do so, let's just talk real quickly about Carter Dominic being named the Division II Player of the Week. Pretty good honor for him.
Yeah, Carter had an unbelievable week. We put him up for the award because, he earned it. He threw 11 innings for us. He didn't give up a single run. He had 15 strikeouts. And then at the plate, he was just hammering the baseball. He was 7 for 9, 2 doubles. And everything he was hitting, he was just hitting the ball straight back up the middle. I think all 7 hits went to center field straight up the middle. His approach at the plate has, and again, we expect him to throw a lot of innings for us. To see him throw well is good, but his approach at the plate that he's had this first couple weeks has been phenomenal. If he can continue to do that, he's going to carry us on the mound, and he's going to be a big part of our lineup. We were really happy for him. He had deserved that award. He was named Division II Player of the Week by PBR, and then they put it up as a poll on all 4 players from all divisions, and he was voted the best player in the entire state of Ohio for the first week of the season, which is an incredible honor. And you're talking thousands and thousands of kids. So it's just a really neat thing for him to get, and hopefully it's a good thing for him to get his name out there a little bit too.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's just a good kid too. He's a good player, but he's a good kid too.
Yeah, he's all right kid.
All right, let's talk about Southview coming to town today. You're going to face them in a baseball game. And, Southview, and talking to their coach a little bit, he's in his 4th year at Southview, but he had been at Swanton, so he's pretty familiar with the Golden Bears and what you guys expect to put on the field, the product you expect to have. And so when you look at Southview, they're a big school as well. Want to get them in, and what do you see out of them?
And again, Coach McCarthy does a great job. He was at Swanton. When he was at Swanton, they were extremely competitive. And then they're competing for the top of the league. They're even in our D2 district at times, and they were super competitive. He's now at Southview. His first couple of years, program wasn't quite where he wanted to. The last couple of years, it's gotten a lot better. They're going to be super competitive. We know they're going to be really athletic, and we've been telling our guys the competition that we're going to play is going to keep picking up. And Southview is a testament to that. They're going to make plays. They're going to throw a lot of strikes. We're going to have to play a really good game in all facets in order to go out and win that game and get to 4-0 like we want to.
When you look at them, what do you see the keys are to beating them? Is it a situation where you have to kind of strategize for them, or you just have to do what you need to do?
No, our focus is on ourselves. Our focus is on doing what we need to do properly, whether that is throwing strikes on the mound, whether that's, and we tell our kids all the time, dominate the routine plays. Expect to play with confidence. Expect to make every single routine play. We don't have to make the highlight reel play all the time. But if we can make all the routine plays in the field, and at the plate, our goal is to find ways to score runs. We're aggressive. We're trying to be aggressive on the bases, put the ball in play, bunt the baseball around, make them throw it around. Because we've told our guys we're not going to hit any home runs probably this year. So we got to find other ways to score. So we're really focused on what do we need to do in order to win the game.
Small ball and putting runs together, manufacturing runs.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when we look back, we played Elida. We ended up winning 13-2, which was nice. But a ton of our runs came from small ball, from stealing bases, from bunting, making them throw the ball down the line, those type of things. We're going to have to continue to do that in order to win games against really good competition.
All right, Coach. Well, we wish you the best of luck as you face Sylvania Southview.
We appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Coach Corey Walker of the Bryan Golden Bears is going to take this time out, come back with more after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Discover tremendous scholarship opportunities at Northwest State. Over the past 2 years, we have awarded nearly $2 million in foundation scholarships. That's free money for college. Don't miss out. Apply today.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. So if you want to talk to your kids, you got to get it trending. I was just trying to get your attention.
Could I just ask?
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, I want to thank our sponsors bringing you the game tonight. They include Andrews O'Neill Noel, the Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Parks and Rec, Fackler Monument, Newcomers Schaefer, Spangler, and Browninger, Oberlin, Turnbull, Funeral Home and Crematory, Starks Plumbing and Heating, Northwest State Community College, Veterans Services of Williams County, and Danielle Van Atta Agency. It is Bryan and Southview. Bryan sitting at 3-0. On the young season, Southview 3-4, and the last time these two teams met was back in 2022, April of 2022. Southview defeated Bryan by a score of 9-2. But let's meet first the Southview Cougars. They are coached, Southview, by Tim McCarthy, who's in his fourth year. And interestingly enough, Coach McCarthy was at Swanton prior to this.
Okay, yeah.
So he's pretty familiar with the Bryan Golden Bears.
Yes, he is. Absolutely. When you play him in the league, every single year, you get familiar with teams real quick.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at some of the other stuff about Southview.
Yeah, so the Cougars, they have 9 seniors, and that's something in any sport, but especially baseball, to have senior leadership. That's really, really key. So they're going to lean on those seniors and, returning 5 starters and 6 others. That's huge to have that kind of experience coming back. Southview also played in the Florida Beach Bash at the end of March and went 2-3. So you get some different competition there, which is good exposure for when you see a lot of the teams year in and year out in Northwest Ohio. It's good to get some different exposure to some different teams down south.
Yeah, they played a team from Missouri, a team from Florida, and 3 teams from Ohio down in Florida. So including Chagrin Falls, which is interesting. So when you look at the Bryan Golden Bears sitting at 3-0 on the season. Corey Walker's here in his 3rd year, and let's talk a little bit about Carter Dominic.
Yeah, Carter Dominic, off to a torrid start to both on the mound and at the plate. Last time I checked, I think he's been hitting over 700 to start the young season. It's a 3-game sample size, but that's no surprise that he was named the D2 Player of the Week by Prep Baseball Ohio for his work on the mound. And at the plate, that's absolutely huge for the Bears, especially have a 3-year player in Carter Dominic. So that's absolutely huge. And then obviously the Bears game at Findlay on Thursday. You make that long track about hour, 20 minutes, hour and a half, and so you're getting off the bus a little sluggish sometimes. Anyways, that's a tough thing, getting off the bus, and then it's okay. Now we're not playing. So.
Absolutely. Well, and prior to that, they had beaten Van Wert 4-0, but their last 2 games against Findlay and then Perrysburg were canceled, due to the weather, and that's what you'll get this spring. So it is Bryan and Southview going to take a 30-second timeout. Come back with our keys to the game after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
At Oberlin, Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we understand that family is at the heart of everything we do.
Being family-owned and family-focused is not just a slogan for us, it's a way of life. We walk alongside you during life's most challenging moments, providing a guiding hand and a shoulder to lean on.
With heartfelt care and attention to detail, we tailor each service to honor the life and the memories of your loved one. We treat you like family because your journey is our journey.
Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family-owned, family-focused.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, Chris Malanga, Derek Hug here with you. Time for our keys to the game, being brought to you by the Carlin Company. The Carlin Company Realty and Auctioneers has been your hometown real estate company for over 45 years. They've consistently remained number one in Williams County and the surrounding area since 2007. Call us for all your real estate needs. I'll get the keys to the game started off with the Golden Bears.
Yeah, and you'll see there's some similarities between these two keys to the games. I think they're kind of keys to any baseball game. One, we got to throw strikes. Bryan has to throw strikes. They got Carter Dominic going today, so fill up the zone and keep hitters off balance. Mix in pitches. You got to be able to throw at least two pitches. Two different pitches: fastball, changeup. Something off speed for strikes. Carter will throw all three. And then you got to play good defense behind them. So fill up the zone, throw strikes, and play good defense, play good, clean baseball. And then at the plate, have tough at-bats. Be aggressive on the base paths. Put pressure on the other team to make plays in the field.
And our coach Walker talked about in the pregame that we're not going to be a team that hits a ton of home runs, so we're going to have to do it with a small ball.
Yep, and that's how, especially at the high school level, that's really, you look at the, I had to bring up the Defiances and the really good baseball teams. Yes, there's kids that can mash and can bash the ball, and drive and plug gaps, but the teams that win a lot of baseball games, doing it with small ball, singles here, singles there, running, bunting when they need to, and being effective that way.
All right, let's take a look at the keys of the game for the Cougars.
And as I mentioned, they're very similar. Southview wants to come in and throw strikes, and play well defensively behind their pitchers. That's always going to be a key to a good baseball game, and a recipe for success. And then to continue to improve offensively. Looking at their numbers, they got some guys that have been fairly consistent, but continuing to get better there on the offensive side for the Cougars.
All right, so there you have it. Our keys to the game brought to you by the Carlin Company Realty and Auctioneers. Our umpires are heading into the field here, and so we'll meet them. Our umpires being brought to you by Tri-State Vision Center. They've been serving the area since 1977. Contact us, either our Bryan or Montpelier offices, for all your eye care needs. Umpires today, William Davis and Luke Nagy, and they are just coming in now to meet at the home plate and talk to the two coaches, and we'll get ready to get this one underway. It is Bryan sitting at 3-0 in this young season. Southview 3-4, and Southview's actually played a league game. They lost to Findlay. So there you have it. It is Bryan Southview going to take a timeout, come back with our starting lineups and more. This has been the Oberlin Turnbull countdown to first pitch. Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family-owned, family-focused. Back in 30 seconds.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, it is Bryan and Southview getting set to do battle here. Golden Bears sitting in the NWOAL, and if we get a chance, we can throw those NWOAL standings up right now. No league games being played as of yet, but so far we've got some teams in there. Bryan sitting at 3-0, PH 2-1, Archbold 1-1, Liberty 1-1, and when you look at those teams, those are the teams that year in, year out compete in this league.
Yeah, absolutely. And, it's been huge for Bryan here early. Obviously sitting at 3-0. Good to get some momentum, here at the beginning of the season. But a key win last Saturday against Van Wert, in-district opponent.
Yep.
That plays well come tournament seeding time at the end of the year.
Absolutely. Well, it is a beautiful day outside. We've got great weather. Our weather conditions today being brought to you by Bryan Ford Lincoln, where good values mean a great deal. It is just a pristine day for baseball.
Yeah, couldn't be any better.
It's hidden right now by our standings, so once we get those off, I can tell you what the weather is. Weather looks like. Okay, clear, 46 degrees. It feels like it's 43. Wind is out of the northwest at 7 miles an hour. And you played this sport. Tell me a little bit about how this kind of weather is to play.
Yeah, honestly, you can't ask for much better weather here in the spring. Yes, the hands are going to be a little bit cold, and you got to keep the hands warm. But as the day goes on here, you're going to get moving out there, and especially with the sun being the way it is, there's not a cloud in the sky. You're going to warm up real quick. You're moving. So this is a day, especially the ball's not going to travel a lot. So this is where you have to be aggressive. You got to spray line drives all over the field offensively. Have good tough at bats. Again, that's a key any day, even when it's warm. But the ball on days like today, the ball's a little heavier. It's not going to travel quite as well. It's not there's any wind to aid it, anything like that. So just playing good, clean baseball and being aggressive on the offensive side of things.
Absolutely. And how is the hitting with the metal bats in this weather?
I was going to say when it's a little bit chillier, like I said, you, not that you lose feeling in your hands, but your hands get a little bit colder. That bat's a little colder, and if you miss hit that at all, you're feeling it coming out of the box.
Absolutely. Well, we're getting ready to get this one away. We're going to get our starting lineups. Let's take a look at the batting order first for Southview. Starting lineups being sponsored by Yoder Mechanical and Custom Fabrication. Call Yoder Mechanical and Custom Fabrications for all your mechanical piping needs at 419-519-3111. Ramsey Abu Hashish is going to lead off and play shortstop. Ryan DeShelter will play second base and bat second. Drew Young is going to be your right fielder and bat third. Batting cleanup, your left fielder, Jamison Carey. Batting fifth, Logan Willis, your first baseman. Cody Galambos will bat and play center field. Your designated hitter tonight is Avery Offenberg. Luke Hermiller is going to bat eighth and play third base, and Carson Fielding is going to bat ninth and play catcher. And when you look at this team, they've got some power going through. They've had some players that have had some decent years, decent stuff. Their leading batter is DeShelter, a guy of anybody with status, that has batted a lot. He's sitting at 476. They got a kid batting 1,000, but he just had one plate appearance, so it's always good to have the 1,000 batting average.
Yeah.
Now let's meet the defense. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, you can see in their lineup they're a very junior, senior laden team, and you're going to have those guys that have that experience, so that's going to, reflect in batting averages and things like that because they have that experience.
All right, let's take a look at the Bryan field layout. It's going to look like this. Again, brought to you by Yoder Mechanical and Custom Fabrications. Carter Dominic's going to be on the mound. He's going to be throwing to the freshman Cam Bukowski. At first base, Carter Luce. Second base, Lazarus Lane. Shortstop, Noah Heward. Third base, Jace Kepler. Cole Uran will be in left field. Cade Carlin will be in center field. And in right field, it'll be Elijah Fry. So the starting lineups, again, brought to you by Yoder Mechanical and Custom Fabrications. Call Yoder Mechanical and Custom Fabrications for all your mechanical piping needs at 419-519-3111. Well, getting ready to get this one underway. And today's national anthem now being sponsored by Veteran Services of Williams County. Again, national anthem being presented by Veteran Services of Williams County. We're getting ready to get this one underway. Again, Carter Dominic will be at on the mound tonight, and he's been, as of late, just been super good. Carter has just been really crushing things here. He's batting, 778 with an 818 on-base percentage. And then in pitching-wise, he's 2-0, and he's got a He's got no runs that he's given up, and he's struck out 15 and walked 3. So
yeah, those are quite the numbers to start the young season. Again, he's going to be Bryan's workhorse on the mound, and what you want to see today, obviously have him fill up the zone, work all 3 of his pitches, and like I said, work the zone and throw strikes.
Absolutely. So he's getting his warm-up pitches in, and going to be a good game here. I see where the Bears stand against the Southview team that is sitting at 3-4, played a lot of baseball already.
Absolutely, 7 games, and Southview is always a team. Just going back to even my playing days, coaching days, things like that. They always seem to play us tough, even when they're not playing particularly well. So we always catch them on a Saturday. Usually, in years past, maybe it's been a doubleheader with someone else, something like that. So they've always played us tough. It'll be a great baseball game today for our first broadcast of the season.
Absolutely, and the Main Stop scoreboard will be providing you all the information as we go along. Main Stops are open when we need them. You're always near a Main Stop with Thirsty Thursday. Every Thursday, the Main Stops of Northwest Ohio. Strikeouts tonight being presented by Welling Construction, a third-generation family-owned general contractor. We specialize and pride ourselves in building quality custom homes, major renovation projects, and commercial work. Your vision, our expertise. Contact Welling Construction at 419-636-3712. Well, it's going to be Ramsey Abu-Hashish leading things off. Ryan DeShetler will bat second, and Drew Young here in the top of the first inning. And should be a good night or good afternoon for baseball. And there was some talk about swapping the JV and the varsity around and doing this game at 1 o'clock to allow some time to warm things up. But right now, it's here and we're ready to go.
Yeah, absolutely. And as a player, I always liked playing first in the day and not sitting around waiting until later in the day, sitting through another game because maybe that game goes, it always seems to go into extra innings or something.
Yep.
Then you're waiting around,
Right.
wait late until the afternoon. So it's good to, get up and get playing.
All right, we are ready to go underway. It'll be Abu-Hashish. On the season, Abu-Hashish is batting .348 with a .423 on-base percentage. 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. First pitch to him is a ball. That is high, ball 2. So a quick 2-ball count here for Abu-Hashish. That one's outside, 3-0. So we're in a hitter's count for sure.
Yeah, I'll say not necessarily the start that you wanted. I liked trying to establish an inner corner to start, but kind of been all over since then.
That's in there for a called strike. He was looking all the way.
Absolutely.
So Abu-Hashish has a count of 3-1. Swing on and missed. Makes it full count. So nice job by Carter battling back after going up 3-0.
Yeah, a little bit late there on the fastball. Wouldn't be surprised if he challenges him here again with the fastball.
Called strike 3. Dominic gets out of it.
And that's a great pitch there by Dominic. Right at the knees, challenge him 3-2. Kind of been all over the place a little bit through the first 5 pitches. Challenge him and hits a spot there right at the knees.
So this will bring up Ryan DeShetler. First pitch for him is a ball. Looked like he wanted to raise his arm up, but I don't know if he did.
Yeah, the good old fake out.
Yeah. That is swung on, grounded over to first base. They'll flip to Dominic, who covers, and it's out 3-1 on the putout.
A perfectly executed PFP there. Pitchers fielding their position. That's sometimes tough for. I mean, he's not a young pitcher anymore. Young pitchers getting over there to cover the base. So excellent job there by Carter Dominic.
So this will bring up Drew Young. And there we go. Unassisted play by Carter Lewis. So 1, 2, 3, they go. No runs, no hits, no errors. None left aboard, and we head to the middle of the first inning here on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Discover tremendous scholarship opportunities at Northwest State. Over the past 2 years, we have awarded nearly $2 million in foundation scholarships. That's free money for college, Don't miss out. Apply today.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, Chris Malanga and Derek Hug here with you, and it's Bryan and Southview. Southview went in order the top of the first inning. Let's look at the batting order for the Bryan Golden Bears here on this beautiful Saturday morning. Golden Bears are going to look like this. Leading off and playing shortstop is Noah Heward, the senior. Batting second, Cade Carlin. Batting third, Jace Kepler. And Jace Kepler, we weren't even sure he was going to be able to play this year after the injury in basketball, but he's come back pretty nice. Carter Dominic will bat cleanup, and he's your pitcher. Lazarus Lane will bat fifth, the senior. Collier Rand bats sixth. Cam Bukowski, the freshman, will bat seventh. Damian Wolf will bat eighth and be your designated hitter today, and Elijah Fry will bat ninth here against the pitcher, Ryan Ragusa. And if you look at Ryan Ragusa's stats, they look like this. Ragusa, let me pull him up here. He has pitched 7 innings. He's got a 2 ERA. He's given up 4 runs, 5 hits, 11 strikeouts, and 1 walk. And they'll line up like this in the field for the Cougars. Ragusa will pitch to fielding. Logan Willis will be at first base. Ryan D. Shetler will be at second base. Ramsey Abu Hashish will be at short. Luke Hermiller will be at third. Jamison Carey will be left field. Cody Galambos will be in center field, and Drew Young in right field. That's how they look up. And again, your starting lineups today brought to you by Yoder Mechanical and Custom Fabrications. All right, so let's see what Hoover can do here. In there for a strike. As a ball. So count is even at 1 apiece. That is swung on. That'll be grounded foul. Third base side.
And just watching Ragusa here early, through warm-ups and through the first 3 pitches, the Bears are really going to have to – he's not going to be a guy that's going to blow it past you. He's going to sit about 74, and then, if it was off-speed, obviously slower. The Bears are going to have to sit back and drive the ball the other way and not try to do too much.
That is fouled back. So 1-2 the count on Heward. Heward has a 375 batting average, a 545 on-base percentage. He's got 3 hits and an RBI in the season. Walked 3 times, struck out no times. That is hit into shallow left field. Diving but unable to make the play is Drew Young. Heward's a fast, speedy guy. He's going to second. He's in with a sliding double. And so nice move there to double to right field.
Yeah, absolutely. He didn't try to do too much. Just kind of flared it over into right. And, the dive by the right fielder really allowed him, because if he just fields that cleanly, he's probably staying at first base. So the dive, Noah saw that and scooted right into second base for double to lead off the Bears.
This will bring up Cade Carlin, your center fielder. Carlin is a 222 batting average, a 364 on-base percentage. 2 hits, 2 RBIs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. He'll bunt. And that's a great bunt down the first base side. And there's no play. He's bunted on.
Yeah, that you can't ask for a better place bunt there. Right, kind of in, I'm gonna call it the Bermuda Triangle in no man's land. A little too far out for the catcher to come get it, too far in for the pitcher to get it, and no one's there at first base. Excellently placed bunt there.
So Heward went to third, and Carlin is on. So runners at the corners, first and third. This will bring up Jace Kepler, the third baseman. Kepler, a 429 batting average, 636 on base percentage. He's got 3 hits, 2 RBIs, 4 walks, and a strikeout on the season. And first pitch to him is a called strike. Runners at the corners, nobody out here. No score on the main stop scoreboard. Bunt, that'll be fair. And that'll advance the runner to second, but first out for Jace Kepler.
Yeah, and a good idea there by Kepler. Obviously, unfortunately, the bunt wasn't far enough out to be able to get the runner, but at least to advance the runners nonetheless to second and third here with only one out. With the guy that you want at the plate, too, who was hitting 778.
Yeah, exactly. So runners at second and third now. This will bring up the cleanup hitter, Carter Dominic. That's swung on. That'll drop. That'll score at least one run. Dominic's on his way. Thought about going to second, but that's going to be a two RBI hit there for Carter Dominic. And again, they are picking on the right fielder there.
Yeah, and again, early the Bears they're not trying to do too much. They're hitting the ball the other way. They're not necessarily hitting it hard the other way, but they're hitting it the other way, going with the pitch. And that's exactly what you want to see with a soft kind of, crafty lefty on the mound.
All right, this will bring up Lazarus Lane. Lane is a 111 batting average on the season. Bears have 2 runs in on 3 hits. First pitch to him is a ball. One and one the count now to Lane. Inside.
Yeah, it must be just inside.
Yeah.
Not liking that inside corner
No,
today.
they're not.
At least here early.
9 minutes into this game, the Bryan baseball team has a 2-0 lead over Southview on the main stop scoreboard. That's bottom falls out of that one, so 3-1. Good hitters count right here for Lazarus Lane. Lane has not walked this year. Be a good time to get one right here. That is swung on. Grounder to short. This might be trouble. Throw dug in the dirt, and they're going to say he was out.
Just by a half step.
Yep. So a ground out to shortstop. 6-3 on the put out.
And that's a tough play on the run there. I thought he came around it just a little. Shortstop came around it just a little bit too much instead of coming right at it and attacking. It almost cost him, but just was able to get him there by half a step at first base.
So Dominic's now at second base. And that is a line shot, laser shot for Collier right to the second baseman. And so the Golden Bears have 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and they leave a man aboard. We head to the top of the second inning, and that's going to do it here. The Golden Bears 2-0 back after this.
To the Bryan Golden Bear fans, those who made donations to the cause,
to the school board and administration, and everyone who played a role in this project. We just want to say
thank you!
Phase 2 of the capital improvement project includes field upgrades at Rec Park, a new softball field, and revitalization of soccer fields on the former Washington school property, and renewal of practice fields on the BCS campus. Let's finish the project and build champions.
Go Bears! Bryan Bill!
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, it is 2-0 Bears. They scored 2 in the bottom of the inning. And it was a good inning there. Let's see. We had Noah who led things off and got on with a double. We had a single from Carter Dominic. We had a bunt single from Cade Carlin. Jace Kepler advanced the runner with a bunt, and then a ground out and a line out to end the inning. But it was a good inning.
Absolutely. I say you got exactly what you wanted to start this ball game. You got a 1-2-3 top half of the first. Come right out. You get a leadoff double. Bunt, perfectly placed bunt, put pressure on the defense right away, and then you clear the bases with an RBI single to right. And you went with the pitch. That's exactly what the Bears got to do. I mean, historically, we've struggled with soft throwing lefties that mix in, out, soft and softer. And so good to see the Bears go with the pitch, take the ball the other way, especially on a day again that the ball's not going to travel. The wind's blowing in a little bit. It's a little cooler, a little chillier. Ball's not flying out of here. Ball's not even going to really plug gaps. Even balls you think are hit hard, they're probably not traveling to the fence today. I'm not saying one won't, but, you know, you got to really get a good poke in. So that's exactly what the Bears want, and a great start for them here through the first inning of play.
Wind blowing in from center field. The 4, 5, and 6 hitters. It'll be Jamie Carey, Logan Willis, and Cody Galambos facing Carter Dominic here. First one swung on, strike. He tried to check, but went around. That one has popped up, out of play first base side. So 0-2, quick count on Carey. Carey at 286 batting average, 385 on base percentage. He's got 6 hits, 4 RBIs, 3 walks, and 6 strikeouts on the season. That is swung on, popped up, foul, first base side.
Yeah, I would say I wouldn't be surprised if hitter expecting something off speed here. I'd challenge him inside with a fastball here, blow it past him.
There you go. It's a drop third strike though, and they throw down to first. Bukowski will make it, and there you go. Drop third, and it's 2-3 on the put out.
Yeah, just tell Carter not to take my advice. Throw the curveball in the dirt, get him to swing, get a strikeout. That's the better option.
So this will bring up Logan Willis. Willis is a 395 hitter, 529 on base percentage. 5 hits, no RBIs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. First pitch to him is a ball. That one's in the dirt. Nice job there by Bukowski to keep it in front of him. Outside, ball 3. So this is how Carter started the game against Awahashi's 3-0 count. Able to come back and strike him out. That's a called strike, so that makes it 3-1. Willis was looking the whole way. Willis, kind of a big kid.
Yeah, big boy.
That pushes him back, so that'll be a walk for Willis. So that'll bring up Cody Galambos, the center fielder. Galambos, a 278 batting average, 364 on base, 5 hits, 2 RBIs, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts on the year. In there for a called strike.
Yeah, it's a great way to come back after a walk there. Starting with some off speed, trying to get him to ground into double play without running threat at first base.
Ooh, makes it 1-1. I think everybody in the park thought that one was a strike.
Yeah, either was just a tick inside, and it probably didn't help that he was set up outside, so not able to frame that as well as he probably would have liked.
Swung on and missed. So 1-2. Runner at first is Logan Willis. He got on with a walk.
I don't want to grind an axe here, but when pitchers miss spots and it's still a strike, it's still a strike.
That is swung on. That'll be fouled back first base side. Do it again at 1-2. Ooh, ball high.
Yeah, just up and out there, like the pitch, but just up and out.
That makes it 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him swinging. Second strikeout for Carter Dominic.
Yeah, and that at-bat was a really good mix of pitches. He was able to throw all of them for strikes and keep him off balance there during that at-bat.
That'll bring up Offenberg. Offenberg is a 100 batting average. .357 on-base percentage, a hit, 2 RBIs, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts. First pitch to him was a ball. Low?
Low and out, it looked like.
That was swung on and fouled left field side. That was hard hit.
Yeah,
or at least
was.
it sounded like it was
yeah,
hard
it was.
hit.
I'll say he was ready for that one. Turned on it just a bit early there.
2 down here, 2-1 count here for Offenberg. That is fouled back. That's behind the plate there. I thought you'd have to make kids go out and get the balls. They're making the coaches go get them.
I guess it's. I thought that's what we typically
isn't that the
do.
rule?
But that's what
freshmen do.
That's what we typically do. But everyone does it maybe a little bit differently.
Well, during warm-ups, we have a JV game after this, and during warm-ups, the Southview JV team was sitting in the nice seats behind home plate. It's kind of chilling. I think I saw one in PJ pants. High. Makes the count full, 3-2.
I'll say whatever helps you get ready, I guess.
Right.
I don't know.
Willis with a little bit of a lead there. Hasn't made any effort to steal. But on a 3-2, he's going to go. Called strike 3.
And that's just a great pitch there. Right in the zone, frozen for strike 3.
I'll tell you what, that was a good inning recap there. No runs, no hits, no errors. They left one aboard, and we head to the bottom of the second inning. The main stop scoreboard shows the Bryan Bears 2-0 over Southview. Back after this.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network. Beautiful day here at Ray Sumter Field. It is 2-0 Bears. They scored in the bottom of the first inning. And Southview is not on the board. They had one base runner as the result of a walk. Other than that,
say no runs, no hits, no errors.
One left.
Say been a clean baseball game through an inning and a half. And again, exactly the start that you wanted for the Bears. Carter had to work a little bit more there in that top of the second, but able to work through it and leave the runner stranded.
All right, this will bring up Camden Bukowski, your catcher, freshman. So far on the season, Cam is got a .500 batting average with a .667 on base percentage, 3 hits, no RBIs, a walk, and a strikeout on the season. And he faces Ryan Ragusa. In the dirt, ball 1 to Cam. Inside, nearly hit him.
Yeah, brushed him off the plate there. You could hear the Bryan dugout just stand in there, and I know it doesn't feel good on a day like today, but just take that pitch right off the shin.
Base runner. That bounces on the plate again so quickly. 3 balls to Bukowski. In the dirt, a 4-pitch walk to Bukowski. So that'll bring up Damian Wolf, your designated hitter today. Wolf with a 125 batting average. Wolf has a .300 on-base percentage, a hit, 1 hit this year, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts.
Yeah, and if I'm Damian Wolf here, I just watched a 4-pitch walk. Unless this pitch is right in my wheelhouse, I am taken all the way. I'm still ready to hit, but I'm not swinging unless it is in perfect spot.
That one is a called strike, and he took your advice right there.
Yep, I was gonna say a little get me over curveball. If he wasn't ready for it, spit on it, and get ready for the next pitch.
All right. No outs here. Runner at first. Looks like Wolf's going to bunt, and then they throw it down, and it's doesn't hurt anything there, but they tried to throw down to first, and that was wild.
Yeah, I was going to say almost cost them, but good backup there by Young in right field. And that's the thing sometimes I think people don't realize about baseball. Like, yes, you may think it's a little slower, but people are always doing something. If he's not there, backing up in right field, that's easily, Cam Bukowski sitting on second base there.
That'll be a bunt foul. Makes it 1-2.
Well, and he shouldn't be sitting on second base. She should probably be standing on second base. We wouldn't want anyone sitting out there. That's in, like, T-ball, isn't it?
Yep.
Or picking dandelions. Maybe they're sitting picking dandelions out in T-ball. We're not quite in T-ball anymore.
That is swung on, fouled back. Wolf stays alive with 1-2. Our scoreboard camera acting up just a little bit today, so we don't have 4 outs and there's not 5 strikes. But we'll get that sorted out. It's a factor of the wind and how things go with the camera. That's shooting a long way out there to the scoreboard. That is high to Wolf. Evens it at 2 apiece. That is swung on, popped up, and that'll get out. Wolf doing a good job of fighting it off. The next pitch will be the 7th of the at-bat. Score is 2-0.
Yeah, and through the first 2 innings, we go back to the keys to the game, right? Tough at-bats, and the Bears have done that so far through the first 2.
That is swung on. That is fair. And they're going to get him out. That'll advance the runner.
Say the good old swinging bunt there accomplishes the same goal. Unfortunately, it doesn't go as a sac bunt, though. Doesn't reflect quite the same in the scorebook.
2-3. Bukowski goes to second, advanced by the batter. So runner at second now. 1 out. Bears lead 2-0. So this will bring up Elijah Fry. Fry, a 143 batting average, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts on the season. First one to him, swung on, missed. Another swing and a miss. He looked to golf it. Swing and a miss. So that's 2 down, and that'll bring up top of the order Noah Heward, who was 1 for 1 with a double. First one to Heward's in the dirt. So Bukowski's at second, 2 down now.
Yeah, that's a good stop there by Fielding his catcher there. If that ball gets to the backstop, yes, base hit scores no matter what, but then another pass ball in the dirt that might allow Bukowski to score if he's standing on third instead of second right now.
Down low in the dirt again, 2-0 to Heward. So Ragusa having some trouble with the strike zone here. He's already thrown 31 total pitches. Ball 3. Heward had the double his first time up. It's probably going to be taken right here. And he'll head aboard with a walk.
Yeah, and I'm not going to say that was an intentional walk, but I think with a base open, I think they kind of felt like, hey, you got a senior leadoff hitter, and then moving now. Not that Cade isn't just as dangerous, as Noah, but with a base open, we got to force. They got to force anywhere. Not bad there to draw a walk and kind of pitch around Noah a little bit there.
This brings up Cade Carlin, who bunted on his first time up, and first one is way inside. Carlin turns to get away from it. Down low, ball 2. That is swung on. That's hit pretty good, but the right fielder seems to have a jump on it, and he puts it away easily. So a fly out to right field will end the inning. And let's take a look at the stat line here. No runs, no hits, no errors. This time they left 2 aboard, and we head to the top of the 3rd inning. Bears still lead 2-0 on the main stop scoreboard here on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Discover tremendous scholarship opportunities at Northwest State. Over the past 2 years, we have awarded nearly $2 million in foundation scholarships. That's free money for college. Don't miss out. Apply today.
STEM is everywhere, like here, behind the scenes of The Walking Dead. STEM can create new worlds on and off the screen. The only limit is your imagination. Get inspired at shecanstem.com.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, Chris Malanga, Derek Hug with you. The main stop scoreboard shows 2-0 in favor of Bryan over Southview here as we're in the top of the 3rd inning. Bears scored 2 in the bottom of the 1st. And Carter Dominic will come out to work the 3rd inning with 30 total pitches, 13 balls, 17 strikes. Both pitchers pretty efficient, although Ragusa walked a couple here. It'll be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters, Hermiller, Fielding, and Abu Hashish, top of the order. I'm gonna get it. I mean, the more I say it, the more it rolls off the tongue.
I'm gonna butcher. I'm gonna go to say it, and I'm just gonna like mumble something out, and I'm gonna apologize afterwards. But I'll apologize ahead of time because I already know I'm just gonna like butcher that. So I apologize now. What's his first name? Ryan.
Ramsey.
Ramsey. I apologize now, Ramsey. I'm gonna butcher it at some point through this broadcast, but Chris will get it right. So.
I want to say thanks to Coach Tim McCarthy for getting us all the stats and information and the lineup ahead of time. It makes it really easy to do graphics when you got that ahead of time, and you know, it's good to know what the team you're playing against.
Absolutely.
I mean, we want to showcase. I always say when I email coaches, we want to showcase kids from both teams.
Absolutely.
First pitch to Luke Hermiller is a ball. Look what Hermiller's done here to the season. He is a 167 batting average, 333 on base percentage. He's got 2 hits and RBI, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, and he takes ball 2 from Carter Dominic. That is swung on. That is hit in a shallow center field. Going back to make it is Lazarus Lane.
And I tell you what, that's one of those balls on a day like today. That doesn't feel too good coming off the bat. Let me tell you that. It never feels good, but it feels even worse today.
So this will bring up the bottom of the order. Carson Fielding. Fielding is your catcher. He has 0 batting average, a 200 on base percentage, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. First pitch to him is a ball. Next one, swung on, grounder. Nice play there by Jace Kepler. He'll throw to first and get up. Wow.
And that's just a heck of a play there by Kepler. Tough play, ranging to his right. Doesn't field it cleanly, able to pick it up and throw a seed over to first to still get him. That's just an incredible play by a senior and just a great athlete.
All right, that brings up the top of the order. Ramsey.
Abu Hashish.
You got it. First pitch to him, high ball, had to duck it down. Abu Hashish 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. That is swung on, popped up first base side out of play.
Maybe I should have more faith in myself. I will get it right. Not say I'm going to get it wrong. I will get it right.
That's right.
So I got it right, Ramsey.
There you go. There's always one on every team that I think I have it, and then I'll screw it up.
Right.
I feel terrible. That is swung on. Over to second, a slow roller. Glove out. Lazarus Lane makes the play, and that'll do it for the Cougars in order. 4-3 on the putouts. So no runs, no hits, no errors, none left aboard. 8 total pitches in that inning for Carter Dominic. And we head to the bottom of the third inning. It'll be the 3, 4, and 5 hitters when we return. Bryan 2, Southview nothing. Back after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
To the Bryan Golden Bear fans, those who made donations to the cause,
To the school board and administration, and everyone who played a role in this project. We just want to say,
thank you!
Phase 2 of the capital improvement project includes field upgrades at Rec Park, a new softball field, and revitalization of soccer fields on the former Washington school property, and renewal of practice fields on the BCS campus. Let's finish the project and build champions.
Go Bears! Bryan Bill!
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network. Main stop scoreboard shows 2-0 in favor of the Golden Bears as we're in the bottom of the third here. It'll be the 3, 4, and 5 hitters, Jace Kepler, Carter Dominic, and Lazarus Lane.
Yeah, and the exact spot in the order that you want to, have up to maybe tack on some insurance runs here because, right now I don't want to, should knock on wood. I'm not trying to be a little bit superstitious, but with the way Carter Dominic's throwing, two runs might be enough today, but you feel a little bit better with 3, 4, especially with the way he's throwing.
Absolutely. I'm not superstitious either. I'm just a little stitious.
just a little stitious. One of my favorite TV shows of all time, The Office. Too. I mean, Steve Carell is just masterclass in that show.
Kepler has 1 strike count on him. He bunted to the catcher his first time up, got out. That one is in the dirt. It bounced in front of the plate, evening the count at 1 apiece.
So if you haven't seen The Office, please go see The Office.
Yeah, absolutely.
You won't be disappointed.
It's on Comedy Central every night for about 12 hours.
Yep.
So. That is swung on. That is hit hard. Bounces and goes into center field. And a rocket off of Jace Kepler's bat, so he'll single.
I'll say that's exactly what you want, just a great piece of hitting there by Jace Kepler.
So bring up Carter Dominic, his first time up. He singled to right field. See if he can keep this one going. There's your leadoff runner aboard. First pitch down low, ball 1. You can see the wind.
Yeah, it's starting to pick up.
Camera shaking just a little bit.
Yeah, it's starting to pick up a little bit now. It was kind of dead there to start the game, and now it's picking up a little bit more.
That'll be a long foul ball, and giving chase is Drew Young, but out of play. Just a long strike for Carter Dominic.
I think the wind, not that would have stayed in regardless, but the wind definitely pushed that out of the field of play there, and that's what wasn't even playable by Young in right field.
Right now, the wind blowing from left to right. They go back to Kepler, and he's back safely. One ball, 1 strike to Carter Dominic. That's in the dirt. Nice hold up by Carter. He thought about swinging at the low one and just held up.
Yep. No, that was a good take there by Carter, especially, situation-wise, not trying to do too much.
Again, they go back to Kepler.
Yeah, they're trying to keep him honest over there. I'd be really surprised if Kepler takes off here. I mean, it's a good hitter's count, so don't take the bat out of your one of your best hitters, or if your best hitter's hands, I should say.
Strike on the outside corner. Makes it 2-2.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back with that little curveball and tries to flip it over for strike 3.
There you go. Swung on and missed. Strike 3.
That's exactly what he did. He got him twice on the curveball before. So he might as well come back with it. So Carter keep that in the back of his mind for next time and adjust to it in his next at bat.
All right, this will bring up Lazarus Lane. He's 0 for 1 grounded to the shortstop his first time up, but advanced the runner. They go back to first base, trying to keep Kepler honest. That's swung on and missed. Strike one.
Yeah, they're keeping Kepler real honest over there.
They are.
I will say, I mean, he's moving well, even with the knee brace and everything. But I'd be real surprised if he takes off here, especially with the lefty on the mound and the way he's kind of moving. I'd be real shocked if he took off, but you know.
That swung on, single past the shortstop. And that'll put runners at first and second with one out. That was a nice single right there. Kind of little grounder.
Absolutely, and you saw the same approach there from Kepler and from Lane. Not trying to do too much, taking the ball right back where it came from. You know, not trying to go big fly, anything like that. Nice, short, compact swings. Ends up in 2 line drives there. You know, one from Kepler and then there from Lane for the Bears.
This will bring up Cole Uran. His first time up, he lined out to second. Down low, ball 1. Runners at first and second. Second is Jace Kepler. Got there with a single, and then Lazarus Lane moved him over with another single. I take that back. It's 2 strikes. That'll be a little dribbler grounder to third. Gloving and making the play is Luke Hermiller. So Cam will advance the runner to third on a ground out. So 5-3 on the put out. Uran goes to third. First pitch to Damian Wolf is a ball at the ankles.
And I'll tell you what, I've been really impressed with Carson fielding behind the plate today. There's been a lot of balls in the dirt, and he's smothered every single one of them.
Wolfie 0 for 1 on the afternoon with a bunt.
Yeah, that's not a ball you want to be swinging at. You know, you see the guys that have hit the ball well today, staying within themselves, good, solid approaches, not, you know, swinging out of their shoes, anything like that. Just spray line drives all over the yard, and that's what the Bears have done to be successful so far.
That makes it 1-2 to Wolf now.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. He came back with a curveball there. I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back with it again here.
Two down here. Uran at third. Swing and a miss. Oh, it's a drop third, though. Let's see if he can get on. And so he is out on a drop third strike. 2-3 on the put out. But for the Golden Bears, 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 left aboard. We head to the top of the 4th inning. Bears have now opened up a 5-0 lead. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
At Oberlin, Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we understand that family is at the heart of everything we do.
Being family-owned and family-focused is not just a slogan for us, it's a way of life. We walk alongside you during life's most challenging moments, providing a guiding hand and a shoulder to lean on.
With heartfelt care and attention to detail, we tailor each service to honor the life and the memories of your loved one. We treat you like family because your journey is our journey.
Oberlin, Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family-owned, family-focused.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, it is a 4-0 ball game. So let's correct that. 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors, 4 left aboard for Bryan. For Southview, no runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 left aboard. Bears have scored in the bottom of the first and the bottom of the third, 2 runs apiece, and that's what makes the main stop scoreboard show 4-0. It's going to be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters, DeShetler, Young, and Carey for Southview against Carter Dominic. Dominic masterful last inning through just 8 pitches to get his 3 outs. He's at 38.
I'll say through 3 innings. If you have an 8-pitch inning in there, that is efficiency
Yes,
at its
it is.
finest. So if we can keep having 8-pitch innings, that's not a bad thing for the old arm early in this season.
So Ryan DeShetler will step in. He grounded out to second base his last time out. So the Shetler, a 522 on base percentage coming into this one. The guy you got to watch, and he's looking to bunt, pop bump to the dugout. So just a long strike 1, even though that was coming close towards us.
Right?
And I had a ball in here at Sumter as I knock on wood.
Knock on wood, right?
I've had one in at the old Field 5 press box. It's going to be a called strike. Actually, they're going to call – they call that a ball?
I think he called it a strike. I think it's 0-2.
Okay.
Unless I missed him putting his arm up.
That is swung on. Over to shortstop, Huard will glove, throw to first, and it is a ground out for out number 1 in the inning. So 6-3 on the putout, and that'll bring up Drew Young, who grounded out to second base his last time up. First pitch to him swung on hard and popped back. It's going to be out of play. That was a big swing.
Yeah, it was. Wouldn't be surprised. He was on that fastball, just missed it, fouled it back. Wouldn't be surprised to see Carter follow up here with something off speed to keep him off balance.
That's a swing and a miss.
Yeah, change
just
up.
Just like you wrote it.
It's like I did this a few times. Yeah, no, that was an excellent change. I couldn't have thrown that any better.
That is fouled out left side.
And especially the lefties. I always felt like, especially being a lefty, change-ups from a righty to a lefty, same action as a fastball, and then to me it just falls off the table. So I actually wouldn't. I would come back with one right here, trying to get him to swing over top of it for strike 3.
That's swung on. It'll be a little dribbler back to the pitcher. He throws and out. That is 2 outs.
And he about swung over top of it. He capped it though, which is exactly what you want on the changeup. Cap it, get a weak ground ball for an out.
1-0 on the putout.
And again, going back to what we talked about before the game, Carter's done a great job so far through 3 2/3 of thrown strikes. mixing pitches, throwing all of his pitches for strikes, and keeping their hitters off balance.
Carey, Jamison Carey now your batter, your left fielder, and he got thrown out on a drop third strike. There is somebody warming up in the bullpen over there for Southview. That is in the dirt, ball 1 to Carey. I don't know if we can get a number on that or not. That's a long way away. Outside, just missed on the corner.
That was a great pitch.
Yeah, it was.
I don't like to get into it with umpires, but man, oh man, that was a good pitch.
That's a called strike. You know,
about the same spot.
One of the things that you see as kids grow. I mean, I've been around Carter Dominic for a long time, in baseball, and just his demeanor, called strike, just his demeanor and how he reacts when things aren't going his way.
Yep.
In the past, a call like that might have got him a little fired up, got him a little angry towards the umpire, but he's just mellow, and let's take the next pitch as it comes. That one he might want. That makes it full. Just as I say that.
Just outside, But no, I think that comes with maturity, with playing the game longer, I remember the days, crying when you strike out and when you're 10 and things like that.
As a strike,
he gave himself up anyways.
There you go. So a strikeout there for Willis, and no runs, no hits, no errors, none left aboard, and we head to the bottom of the 4th inning with the Bears still leading 4-0 here on the Main Stop scoreboard. Main Stop's open when you need them. You're always near a Main Stop. Don't forget about Thirsty Thursday. Every Thursday, the Main Stops of Northwest Ohio. Back after this.
Discover tremendous scholarship opportunities at Northwest State. Over the past 2 years, we have awarded nearly $2 million in foundation scholarships. That's free money for college. Don't miss out. Apply today.
STEM is everywhere. Like here, behind the scenes of The Walking Dead. STEM can create new worlds on and off the screen. The only limit is your imagination. Get inspired at shecanstem.com.
I can't see. One. Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, Chris Malanga, Derek Hug. All we need to do is wait for the center field camera, and we'll figure out exactly who the pitcher is. That is going to be, the new pitcher is going to be Ryan DeShetler. Okay, and DeShetler on the season has only pitched 1.1 innings with a 0 ERA. He's had a run, a hit, a strikeout, and 2 walks. And at second, I don't know who replaced him at second. They're still throwing around on the infield.
Yeah, can't tell number either.
Guessing that's 14. I think that's 14 if that is the second baseman standing there. But I'm not convinced the guy standing right behind second is the second baseman.
Right. I want to go back to Carter Dominic for a second. That emotional maturity that you gain as you get older, especially in the sport of baseball, you're going to realize, even you go through the best of the best in the big leagues, you're failing 7 out of 10 times. Right, and those guys are sitting in the Hall of Fame. So then you realize that baseball, you slowly start to realize, because you have a lot of success as a young baseball player when you're that much better than other people, and you're hitting 500, 600, 700, whatever. And then the game starts to humble you a little bit. And so you start to deal with some failure, and then you start to realize it is a game of failure, and you're going to fail, and it's how you respond to that failure. So I think that's the thing that you watch as, the guys get older and they deal with those things. The game, not only does the game slow down, but that piece of, I'm going to call it overthinking and that emotional maturity, you see that. And I think you see it across the field for the Bears right now. You see the game slowing down for the Cade Carlins, in his second year in center field. You got a whole senior left side, junior playing second base. So you got guys that have been experienced this game at a high level.
All right, so the new pitcher is Ryan DeShetler. Jacob Huss, the number 14, isn't at second base. And it'll be the batter, Elijah Fry, who struck out his last time up, 0 for 1. Swung on and missed. Fry looking like he wants to just hit one. That's in the dirt. Way to hold up, make it 1-1.
I was going to say, let's just say of the 4 swings we've seen from Elijah Fry today, he is not getting cheated, that's for sure.
No, he is not. They have been big swings. That is swung on, and lined into center field. Nice job there by Galambos to make the grab.
Yeah, that was a nice little poke, from Elijah Fry. Just they had him played perfectly, playing him in. I'm going to say most days and maybe even most teams, maybe I wouldn't say playing back, because you're not going to play back on a 9-hitter, but you play back a little bit more, that might fall in. But, unfortunately, they just had him played perfectly and able to snag it there in center field for the first out.
So bring out Heward. He is 1 for 1 with a double and a walk. And he swings strike one.
Yeah, I just realized, too, DeShetler's throwing a little bit harder. Go from about 74 from the lefty to 80, 82 from a righty. So we'll see how the Bears can adjust. It's going to be a little different approach. You got the crafty lefty approach at the plate. Now you got someone throwing a little bit harder, more the speed that you want. So it changes your approach a little bit at the plate.
DeShetler has only pitched an inning and a third. So it'll be interesting to see how long he's in here for. That's a called third strike, though. And so Heward goes down looking at strikes.
And that is a tough thing sometimes going, and why teams do it is you throw someone throwing, and you saw that we used to do it with like with Ethan Cerny and, with Dylan Dominic and some of those guys, was you got someone throwing a little bit harder than guys throwing softer, and it's really, really tough to adjust as a hitter to two varying speeds like that, and which allows guys like that to be effective.
Cade Carlin takes ball one. Carlin is 1 for 2. He got on with a bunt single, and he flew out. That's a bouncer ball. Trying to knock it down as the pitcher, but coming over and making the grab. But he's safe as the throw wasn't there. So what do you score this one there, Maestro?
I'd like to say that was a very playable ball, because I don't even think it hit the dirt. I'd say E3. Give it on the first baseman, unfortunately, because that's a tough play range into your right, and I think it's a play that's got to be that's a pick and a scoop that's got to be made as a first baseman, especially at the varsity level.
All right, so Carlin, he remains 1 for 2 then, right? Because that error doesn't count as an at-bat? Or is he 1 for 3?
1 for 3.
Okay. So this will bring Kepler up. Kepler takes ball 1. He is 1 for 2. He bunted out in the first inning. Then in the second inning, hit a single to center field. Inside to Kep. That makes it 2-0.
Yeah, great hitters count here. Be ready for a fastball. If he pulls a string on you, you're not ready for it. Spit on it, take it, live to see another strike.
Let's see what Carlin does anything on the base pass. They throw over. He has a little bit of speed on him.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'd maybe think about it in like a I wouldn't say a 2-2 count. I maybe would have thought about it 0-1, something like that, get him moving. But
inside, backs him off again.
Especially now 3-0.
Yeah, you don't want to get thrown out.
Yeah, it'll be take all the way, and let's see if we can get 2 runners on here with 2 outs.
That's a called strike. So 3-1 the count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Carlin is aboard with an error. Called strike 2. Carter Dominic sitting in the dugout going,
like, where was that last?
I would like that.
Right? I know.
See what Kep can do here. Swung on and keeps it alive with a foul ball.
Yeah, Carlin should be off with the pitch here. He actually didn't go last time. I don't know if you noticed that, but he should be off with the pitch here.
Three, 2 again. Runner goes. That's swung on, popped up. That'll be out of play. Though the first baseman giving chase.
Yeah, thank goodness again for that win, because that may have been playable if there's no win today.
Nice job by Kepler here working the count. Got 8. This will be the 8th pitch of the at bat. That is swung on. That is hit in a troublesome spot. And let's see, do they rule it? They said foul.
Just foul. About a foot and a half foul. Maybe a little more. I'm not saying it right on the line, but it was just foul.
Well, do it again. He's got Carter Dominic behind him if he gets on.
Yeah, this is a great at-bat by Jace Kepler. He like said this will be the ninth pitch of the at-bat.
Down low, ball 4. So Kepler is aboard now with 2 outs. Carlin at second, Kepler at first. That'll bring up Carter Dominic. He singled to right field his first time up and struck out swinging his last time up.
Yeah, just a fantastic at-bat there by Kepler. Just foul off the good ones, and one of them hopefully you're going to get one either to your liking and you're going to drill it or end up on first base with a walk, and that's exactly what he did.
First pitch is in the dirt to Carter Dominic. How aggressive do you get on the base path here if you're Coach Walker?
I think especially 1-0 now with your, arguably your best hitter at the plate. You are, you're keeping these two guys where they're at. If they read a ball in the dirt, okay, they might have the green light to go, but you're not running anything right now. Hoping Carter can come through with a big RBI hit here.
Outside 3-0 now to Carter.
And actually, this may be controversial. If this pitch is right down Broadway, I'd let him hack at it.
High, ball 4. Carter Dominic's aboard. Bases loaded for Lazarus Lane.
And that is something, I want to say it's an age-old debate. Like, there's certain guys that, have the plate discipline to know, okay, I'm not going to swing at that 3-0 pitch unless it is in the perfect spot.
Yep.
Other guys, it's, nope, you're just going to take and that's it.
Laz is 1 for 2, ground out to short and singled past shortstop into shallow left field. Like the second of those options today. First pitch in the dirt, ball 1, and Carlin had a heads up. He was halfway down the baseline there.
Well, especially going out of the windup right now. Yep. Everywhere you can get huge leads. Obviously, you don't want to have a back pick at first, so that's probably the place you want to be the most careful. But second and third base, you can get huge leads. You're both scoring on a base hit here.
Lane fouls that one off, makes it 1-1.
That's where Carter's got to be really smart at first base. Yes, you can get a bigger lead, but you got to avoid that back pick.
First base is playing pretty far away. In the dirt, that's a pass ball. And Carlin scores. Kepler moves to third, and Dominic gets to second. So runners at second and third, a run is in.
I say now you got a huge opportunity. You got second and third. Here, 2 outs, good hitters count. Spoke the ball into center field, and you might score 2 runs.
Down low, 3 balls, 1 a strike.
Yeah, one pitch, 1 spot here if you're Lazarus Lane.
And again, with first base open, you might not worry about a walk here.
Exactly.
That is swung on, though. Shortstop will make the grab. Fire over. And they say they got him. So he slid there, but nice job there by the Bears to put another run aboard. On the putout, it was a 6-3 putout before the inning. 1 run, no hits, 1 error, 2 left aboard. And we head to the top of the 5th inning. The main stop scoreboard shows the Bryan Golden Bears on top of Southview, 5-0. Back after this.
Let's play together. Bryan, Ohio will have a new inclusive playground on the site of the former Lincoln Elementary School. An inclusive playground is a place for children and families of all physical, mental, and social abilities to learn, play, and grow together. We are currently raising funds with the goal of starting construction this fall. The Lincoln Park Inclusive Playground Project is an initiative of Bryan Parks and Recreation using a project fund at the Bryan Area Foundation. To learn more or make a donation, visit BryanAreaFoundation.org.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, I want to thank our sponsors bringing you the game today. They include Andrews O'Neill Low, the Bryan Parks and Rec, Fackler Monument, Newcomers, Schaefer, Spangler and Browninger, Oberlin, Turnbull, Funeral Home and Crematory, Bryan Athletic Boosters, Danielle Van Atta Agency, Veteran Services of Williams County, Northwest State Community College, and Starks Plumbing and Heating. All of them bringing you the game here on the Golden Bears Sports Network, whether you're watching on BryanSports.com or listening on Q96.5. Bears got another run there in the bottom of the fourth inning, and they lead 5-0 on the main stop scoreboard. Going to be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters, Willis, Galambos, and Offenberg, facing Carter Dominic.
Yeah, who's been very efficient today. I mean,
he is.
51 pitches, 30 of those strikes. You're sitting at about 60% strikes. I think you'd like to, as a coach, and I think Carter would even agree with this. I think you'd like his strike percentage to be a little bit higher, but that's we're nitpicking at that point. He's thrown extremely well here through the first 4 innings, so hopefully keep that rolling here through the next 3 frames.
51 pitches for him, 21 balls, 30 strikes. Tell you what, I like having my stats software to do this game. Yeah, we didn't have it set up in time. We were having issues yesterday, and I'm trying to keep stats on a piece of paper.
Good old pen and paper.
And it wasn't even good stats. It was just kind of like a couple notes here and there.
Like chicken scratches.
That's right. Made it hard to tell what everybody's doing. First pitch to Willis is down low, ball 1.
That's just low.
That's low.
That's a good first pitch.
Willis walked his first time up, if I didn't say that. Swung on and missed.
Looks like that ball caught Cam.
Oh, did it?
A little bit, yeah. Fouled off. I don't know if it got him right in the thigh, or that could not have felt too good, especially on a day like today. Which I think it's a little bit warmer out there than it is in here, because they at least got the sun down there.
And just as it happens every time a catcher gets hit, the umpire makes effort to clean the plates. Got to give the catcher a little time to catch it. And the umpire gets hit, the catcher will call timeout, go talk to the pitcher.
I'll say you always, as a catcher and umpire, you got to have a good relationship with the catcher, umpire, maybe steal a few strikes here or there, when you got that relationship. So, but yeah, always looking out for each other back there, because they're back there together.
Called strike 2. 1 and 2 the count. That is swung on over to shortstop, Hoover will ground, throw to first. Catch made by Luce. And 6-3 again on the putout. And that'll bring up Cody Galambos, who is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Touching my screen of my Mac like it's going to let me do something here. First pitch to him, ball 1.
Say half the time I don't even know what screens are touch screen and which ones are not anymore. So I got a computer that is touch screen. I'm like, oh, I touch it, and then the next one's not. And I'm like, ah.
That's what's happening over here. That is swung on, fouled back. 1 and 1.
Looks like we got another lefty warming up in the Southview bullpen.
Carter going to tie his shoes.
Safety first, right?
That's right. Had a funny moment in the softball game yesterday. Thea Staten was on second base, and her shoe was untied. The umpire tried to tie it for her, so she lifts her foot up and she's off balance, bouncing.
What's going on? I can't honestly say I've never seen that in my entire life. An umpire tried to tie my shoe.
That's swung on, and that'll be foul. Carter did a nice job hustling in there to pick that one up. One and 2 now to Galambos. Called strike. There we go.
Just an excellent pitch there.
It was.
It can't ask for anything better. Just freezing him on a curveball for strike 3.
0 for 2, 0 2 now. And this will bring up Offenberg. Offenberg, let's see what he's done today. He has struck out swinging, or called. Struck out looking. First pitch to him is a ball. The old KC, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
That's in there for a strike, even the count at 1 apiece.
And that's the thing. I've said it a couple times here throughout the broadcast. It's just the thing that's been impressive with Carter today is he's thrown all of his pitches for strikes, and that makes you really, really good as a pitcher. Is you don't have to throw the ball past people. Just good, hitting the zone when you need to.
Grounder to third. Kepler will glove and get it over to first base. And impressed with Kepler's play today. 5-3 on the putout. So for the Southview Cougars, no runs, no hits, no errors, none left aboard. We're going to head to the bottom of the 5th inning. It'll be Uran, Bukowski, and Wolf on return. Back after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network. 5-0 Bears on the main stop scoreboard.
I know I just saw Shane Bieber is getting season-ending Tommy John surgery for the Guardians.
That's not good.
You're a Tigers fan, aren't you?
I am.
Yeah, so that's maybe a good thing for you guys.
Could be, but you never like to see a guy that is one of the best players in baseball be out with an injury at any prolonged period of time. Yeah, the Tigers are my main team. Yep. I lived in Detroit in Troy, Michigan, from when I was 6 weeks old till I was 7.5.
I did not know that.
So I've been an Indians/Guardians fan at times because I lived there, but I was a Pirates fan when I lived in Northeast Ohio. So my two teams had really good openings.
Oh no!
They're gonna call him out. What are they gonna say? He fouled off the plate.
Yeah, so there's saying he went around on on the check swing, which you could probably say he went. I would debate that, but I'm gonna err on the side of the hitter, just being a hitter, but probably went around.
You ran 1 for 2. That's a strike, swinging strike. He has a line drive and singled, lined out and singled. So it was a good opening because both the Pirates and the Tigers are 4-0 at one time. Tigers went back to Detroit on their road trip after being 5-1, so it's good. And I was watching the Tigers-Mets game the other night, and they were talking about. They interviewed this fan in the center field. He was in a fur coat, and he said, they were asking him, winless Mets, and he goes, you know what? Every year the Mets start off well, and they just at the end of the year crash and burn. He goes, so I'm starting 0-6. I'm happy because that means they're going to win it all.
Watch the Mets win it all.
Right.
I'll tell you what, the Tigers, though, have been, I think.
Called strike 3.
I think for years we've been saying, okay, this is the Tigers' year, this is the Tigers' year. And I don't know, being a Indian/Guardians fan, I'm like, I guess I wouldn't say I've always gotten the rivalry between the Indians, Guardians, and Tigers, but that's beside the point. Anyways, and because I know there's a rivalry there, but point being, I think the Tigers. I think this actually might be the Tigers' year. They got enough young talent, bullpen's good, pitching's good. I think it's in my opinion, I think it's a race for the Central, at least, between the Tigers, Guardians, and Twins, but we'll see.
1 out count coming to Bukowski. He will line it to shortstop. Boy, what a nice job by the shortstop to make the play. That was hard hit at Abu Hashish.
Yeah, this is a nice play. Hard hit ball by Bukowski there. But able to scoop that up. Abu Hashish.
Yep.
Got it right.
Two there.
Nice play there.
2 done.
And that's one as a hitter, just tip your cap and say, I hit it on the screws, and can't really do anything much better than that.
So bring up Damian Wolf. Today Wolf 0 for 1, or actually 0 for 2, bunt and a drop third. First pitch, Tim's ball. That's high ball 2. So quick 2-0 count on Damien. Base paths are empty here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Bears scored 2 in the first, 2 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th. Give them their 5-0 lead here on the main stop scoreboard. Check swing. Did not go around. 3-0. Main stops are open when you need me. I was near a main stop. Don't forget about Thirsty Thursday every Thursday. Might need to go to main stop and get a Diet Coke or a hot chocolate on the way home.
Right?
Called strike to Wolf.
Telling you, I was warm to start this game, and sitting up here, and we're not in the sun. It's gotten just
We're
the wind's
not.
kind of blowing through here just a little bit. I'm like, it's just getting just a little bit chilly.
It was a little chilly last night at softball too. In the dirt, ball 4. And you know, we said beautiful new press box over there at Field 5. Really enjoy it. I need to get a little space heater. So, same like Sumter Field here.
It's crazy. I did see though. So it's like maybe a high of 50 today, and we're gonna be up into 70 for Eclipse Monday. So, spring weather in Ohio.
Crazy.
It's just we go from one season to the next within like 1 or 2 days.
All right, I think we got a pinch hitter here. This is number 4, and that's gonna be Mason Welling. So Welling will come into pinch hit. So on the season, Welling does not have a batting average yet. That is swung on and fouled back.
Yeah, just a little early there. Had the hands ready to go. Just hooked it foul. Yeah, it looks like Jace Kepler's warming up down in the Bears bullpen, probably just to have someone ready, just in case. Just in case Carter starts to run into a little bit of trouble here in the later innings.
1 and 2 now to Welling. 2 down here, bottom of the 5th. That is fouled off of his shoe. Keeps it alive.
And again, that never feels good.
Nope.
But when it's a little bit chilly, it's like that just stings. The sting is just a little bit different.
See what Welling could do here, 1 and 2. Ooh. Good eye right there. Makes it 2 and 2.
Yeah, way lay off that pitch. Just off the plate there. Good take, even on a 1-2 count.
Fouled back, stays alive. So a 6th pitch at bat right now for Mason Welling.
And that's a good spoil. You could tell he was, not exactly ready for that curveball, and he kept his hands back and was able to just kind of flick his hands at it and foul it off and stay alive here.
High. Makes it 3 and 2, full count.
Yeah, I expect Shetler to challenge him here. I wouldn't mess around. I'd come right with a fastball, and Mason, I'm gonna say, better be ready for it if it's in the zone.
High, ball 4. So Welling is aboard with a walk. Let's see. This will bring up the top of the order. Noah Heward's coming back out. Heward 1 for 2. He doubled, walked, and struck out his last time up. Doubled to right field when he first came up. So none runners at first and second, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th inning. And Heward lines it to left field. This may score the run. They get it in quickly. And in with a score is Damian Wolf as Heward lines it.
Yeah, just a great piece of hitting there by senior leader for the team. Just ready for the fastball and didn't miss it.
So Welling ends up at second base. So runners at first and second, Heward and Welling. And Carlin. It's a grounder to the shortstop, and he goes to try to get Heward and doesn't get him. So we're gonna. What are you gonna call that?
I'll say
single.
I'd say E6. I mean, that's one. That's I want to say a tough play. That's one you got to know the infield. Later in the game here, starting to get a little bit choppy from being maybe just a little bit soft. It looks pretty good, but it's probably a little bit soft at this. A little soft after all the rain and everything we've had this week. You got to come attack that ball and not let it eat you up.
And Kepler will foul it back.
I'm saying no one had any idea where that ball was. Catcher was just like, I don't know. And that's where, as a defense, you got to be pointing, letting your catcher know whether it's down the first baseline, third baseline, or straight up behind him. Pointing 2-2-2, whatever. Directionally to get him to where he needs to go. Because I don't know if I couldn't tell if he could make a play on or not, but he might have been able to make a play at that.
That is swung on to the third baseman. He stops it and can't do anything with it. Wow. So Kepler gets on board. What are you going to do that one?
I would say that's when I'll give a hit. He was ranging to his left. I'm going to be honest. I think even if he kind of slides on his knees there, makes that play, feels it cleanly, I'm not sure he's getting a speedy Kepler going down the first base line there. Would have taken a heck of a play to get him.
So Kepler is aboard, and that'll bring up Carter Dominic with the bases loaded. 2 more runs in here in the bottom of the 5th. Ball 1 to Carter Dominic. Called strike.
You can tell Carter was just a little anxious there, a little bit out in front, a little on the front foot, just relax, settle in, and I probably would expect him to come back with something off speed here, seeing that he was out on his front foot a little bit. Maybe they'll try to do a get me over fastball or something, but I think it's something off speed.
Down low.
And it in fact was another change up.
2-2 for Dominic. Noah Heward's at third, Cade Carlin at second, Jace Kepler at first.
This might be the point. They try to sneak a fastball past him, and he better be ready for it.
Swung on to first base, and the first baseman makes the play. So the Bears get a couple of runs here, but leave 3 on the bags, which is not a good thing when you're trying to win a baseball game. 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 error, 3 left aboard. We head to the top of the 6th inning, 7-0 Bears. Back after this.
To the Bryan Golden Bear fans, those who made donations to the cause,
to the school board and administration, and everyone who played a role in this project. We just want to say
thank you!
Phase 2 of the capital improvement project includes field upgrades at Rec Park, a new softball field, and revitalization of soccer fields on the former Washington School property, and renewal of practice fields on the BCS campus. Let's finish the project and build champions.
Go Bears! Bryan Bill!
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, Carter Dominic comes out to the top of the 6th inning as the Bears have opened up a 7-0 lead over Southview. 2 in the first, 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 2 in the 5th. That makes 7 if my math is correct.
Absolutely, and scored in all but 1 inning, just the bottom of the 2nd when we didn't score. So just good, consistent at-bats from the Bears today. Again, overall, not trying to do too much, going with the pitch when they need to, grinding out at-bats. They've made it tough for the Southview pitchers, and you know what? When you put the ball in play and you put the ball in play hard, good things happen. You put pressure on the defense, and that's exactly what the Bears have done with bunts and small balls, spraying line drives all over the place. You strike out. They don't got to field strikeouts. You know what? So you put the ball in play. You make them make plays. That's the name of the game. And on the flip side, so Southview has 3 errors. We have played clean, air-free baseball in the field. You've had several nice plays over at short by Noah Heward. Jace Kepler at third with that incredible play there. I think it was at the bottom of the 2nd. Those that's huge, and that's a senior left side of the infield, and it shows.
Trying to see if they have replaced Elijah Fry in right field with Mason Welling.
I think they did. Yeah, they did.
Thought that was the case, but
only reason I know is because Mason's a lefty, and
there you go.
Elijah is not.
There you go. There you go. I should look at that. Luke Hermiller is up. He is 0 for 1 with the line out. First pitch to him is a ball. Hermiller is the 8 hitter. Quick 2-0 count. Slow putting that up, but wasn't that another ball?
Yeah, should be 2-0.
3-0.
I'll tell you what, this is, it's 3-0, and to me, this is, you look at the score, it's 7-0. Okay, this is a big inning for Carter here, just going from had a ground out to end the last inning, and probably maybe a little frustrated, like I feel like it's maybe one I missed, I should have had, could have added to the lead. How do you respond as a pitcher? Separate. Okay, this is what I did in the at bat versus now going out to the mound.
Ooh,
and that's. Said that was in.
I don't know.
Yikes!
So that leadoff hitter is aboard with a walk.
That was, if anything, that was up. I wouldn't even say that was up, but
yeah. So that'll bring up Carson Fielding, who is 0 for 1 with the ground out. See what Fielding does here. He grounded out to Jace Kepler his last time up, and only time up. Throw back, and he is back safely. That is swung on. That is hit hard to center field. Carlin coming over, and he will make the grab. Runner will go back.
Yeah, nice little poke, but you see ball, especially with that wind blowing stiffly now, kind of in from center field, straight in now from center field. Ball not traveling much at all today.
Nice job by Carlin to get under that one, bring it in, and that'll bring up top of the order, Ramsey has Abu Hashish. He is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. First pitch to him is swung on. It's in right field, and Mason Welling will make the grab. So 2 down.
And a really good job the last 2 ABs, and he's done it all day, but really good during the last 2 ABs. You got the, at the first pitch, or first batter, you walk him. Okay. Now you bear down, get a couple flyouts. Just excellent job of responding by Carter Dominic.
All right, this is DeShelter. He is 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts. He's your pitcher right now. That is swung on and fouled back.
Let's see, he's even reaching on that outer half pitch. I might come back with a change up, something off speed here, and just really get him waving at something. Maybe cap it right back to Carter. There it is.
Ooh. They're gonna say he didn't go around. Oh yes, they did. They gave it a strike.
Okay. I was gonna say, that's not a strike. I don't know what a strike is.
He held up, which I think was the confusion part of it. Tried to hold up. That is fouled back. So that makes evens count 1 and 2. Makes the count 1 and 2. Continues 1 and 2. I'll get it right. First game for me too. Right? Got to shake off the rust, just like the players do.
Right.
Called.
Absolutely.
Strike 3. So that'll do it. No runs, no hits, no errors. They leave 1 aboard, and we go to the bottom of the 6th inning with the Golden Bears leading 7-0 here on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Rooting on the Golden Bears is a tradition that brings us all together.
Just like the sports we love, another tradition has stood the test of time. Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, since 1922, we've been part of the community, supporting you in the moments of celebration and loss.
Just like a team, we understand the value of traditions and the love that binds us together.
So whether it's cheering for a win or celebrating a life well lived, remember we are here for you.
Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused.
Is that DeShetler back at, nope. Abu Hashis is at
15 is your pitcher. Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, what you hear on the off air is the two of us up here trying to figure out who's going to pitch. So 15, Nathan Schnell is going to be your pitcher. I don't know if anything else changed on the infield. Schnell was not in the game earlier at any position. And let's get some numbers on Schnell. Schnell has 1.2 innings pitched. He has a 16.8 ERA. Whew. 5 runs, 2 hits, no strikeouts, 6 walks. So it's out there for the feasting.
So how many innings pitched, you say?
1.2.
1.2 and 6 walks in 1.2. So knowing that as Bryan hitters, we have to be patient and make him come into the zone. Okay, when you got 6 walks, in inning and 2/3, make him come in the zone consistently, and not try to do too much.
Lane, Uran, and Bukowski will be your batters as scheduled here. As you get in the late innings of games, of course, lots of changes get made.
Yep. Say, it looks like he's throwing a decent amount of strikes. I was watching him in the pen, too. It looked like he threw a decent amount of strikes, and I have no idea. I've never seen this kid play, but I wonder if he's one of those guys that as soon as the batter gets in there, then it,
a little different.
The control goes different directions.
All right, well, the second game of the broadcast season for the GBSN. Next game will be on the 16th against Otsego softball.
Oh.
So Scott Vollmer and I will have that one from just across field 5.
And then we're back, the 29th for Monday against Swanton.
Yep. When we originally put the schedule out, we were not going to get a league game in for baseball. It's just really challenging.
Yep.
And we were able to move things around to get that Swanton game in. It's really hard. Football's every Friday night.
Yep.
Basketball's indoors. You don't have to worry about things. It's really hard to get a spring schedule around.
Well, I was going to say, and spring baseball and softball sometimes might as well just be winter.
Yeah.
Winter baseball and softball, because you're always battling weather. And some days, you get this, and which isn't bad. This is, for them moving around out there, it's perfect. And then 2 days later you get 70 degrees.
Yeah,
and just absolutely beautiful. So.
Exactly. And the last time I was thinking about this, the last time you and I did a baseball game together was in the rain at Napoleon.
It was.
It was outside.
Yep.
Ball, right? Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
A little slow on the uptick there. So Lane here grounded out, ground out twice actually. That's a called strike. Very methodical, takes his time to throw.
Yeah, he does.
Swung on to the pitcher. Lane will get this out. He does.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna let you score it, as I do. Pitcher.
I gotta call that a E1.
E1. All right, that's what I was gonna go with too.
Gotta field that cleanly, and then it just kind of nonchalant, just go into the baseball.
Yeah.
Like you gotta have that. That's something as you grow in the game. You gotta have that internal clock. Like, okay, I got 1,001, 1,000. This ball's got to be gone because he's bearing down the first base line. Like,
and Lane's fast.
Yeah, he's like, you got to know your runner speed. If that's a slower guy, not Lazarus Lane running down the line. Okay, you got a little more time. You can go nonchalantly, but no, you got to go get that ball, pick it up, and get rid of it. And that's an excellent read there by Lazarus Lane.
Pass ball. And boy, oh boy, Carson Fielding flipped to make that throw. All right, so Lane is at second on the stolen base. Well, I'm going to say the pass ball. He was probably already going, though. So you ran 1-0. Pitch. Swung on. That's going to be fair. Huron will go down to first and be thrown out. 2-3 on the put out, but Lazarus Lane goes to third.
And you know what? That's a nice play there by Fielding coming out of his catcher position. You know, you're contending with the bat there too. So to get around that ball, get around the bat, and throw a nice strike to first base, that's a really nice play there to Fielding. And we'll see if Bukowski can knock in Lane here.
All right, Bukowski 0 for 2, walked and ground out twice. First pitch to him is inside. I think the dugout wanted him to wear that
right?
one.
Hey, tell him he's got that shin guard on,
That's right?
Just wear it right there.
That's right. So the 1-0 coming. Lazarus Lane at third base. One down here, bottom of the 6th. Swung on. Bukowski will hit it to center. Coming over and making the grab, and then the Bears were going to tag up, and it's a good thing they didn't because he may have got thrown out there.
He wisely stayed at third base there. I think, you kind of do the little, tag up and deke there, fake like you're going to go, see if you can get an airmail throw or something, but that would have been a little too shallow, and then he threw a seed to home there, so good decision not to go by Lazarus Lane.
So this will bring up Damian Wolf. He's 0 for 2. He bunt, drop third strike, and walk. First one in there. Oh, ball one. I lied.
Probably one that Schnell would like to have because that looked pretty dang good if you
close.
ask me.
That one's a called strike. About the same
About
spot.
the same dang spot, too. It's like, well, one of them's a strike and one's not. But what do we know? We're up here, I guess.
That's right. Trying to see if Mason Welling's on deck. I think he is. Ball. That makes it 2-1. In the dirt. Held up.
And another good stop by Fielding back there. I mean, because that ball's in the dirt, and if that scoots, that's
Lane's going to score.
That's
for sure.
He's walking into home.
He's fast. Pitch. Called strike. Full count now. 2 down here. Bottom of the 6th inning. Lane is standing at third. Wants desperately to come home.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like Schnell kind of was walking around the mound a little bit gimpy on his ankle there. I don't know if he landed wrong.
When he did that, that little field?
Yeah, I don't know if he landed wrong or something, but yeah, we'll see if that affects this next pitch.
Boy, Schnell is very patient. Takes a lot of time. Swung on and missed. Wolf strikes out. And so that's going to do it. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 left to board. And we head to the top of the 7th inning. The main stop scoreboard shows Bryan ahead of Southview 7-0. Back after this.
Discover affordable transfer opportunities at Northwest State.
Start here and save thousands on tuition.
Our advising team will help you get your credits transferred.
So don't wait another minute. Get started today.
Nobody likes an awkward silence. You can actually use it for something good.
You haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, 7-0 here in the top of the 7th inning. Bears 3 outs away here from getting this win against Southview. Southview's going to have their 3, 4, and 5 hitters, Young, Carey, and Willis. If they bat as they have been batting, but you, as we said, you get to the later stage of the inning, you get somebody on base.
Yep.
Young is 0 for 2 with 2 ground outs. Gonna go check my scoreboard here to make sure my things are doing what they're supposed to do. Forgot to update that error, so 4th error there that time.
Yep. And the crazy thing too for Bryan, okay, we got 7 runs, 8 hits, but we've left 10 men on base. 10 men.
10.
You know, and you sit there thinking like, oh yeah, we got 7 runs, but even if you convert half those guys,
we're run
you know,
rolling.
it's a run roll, and we're out of here. You know, so that is something, you know, we've played well to this point.
Yep.
I think that's something, you know, Coach Walk is going to look at and say, you know, later in the season, you know, that's something we, you know, when we got bases loaded, runners on, you know, that's going to matter against the, you know, the Defiances and the, you know, Wasion, PH, Liberty Center, you know, coming league play, things like that. Can't leave guys on base. So I think it's, you know, I don't want to bank this one at this point. You know, it is, you know, 7-0 late in the game, but that is something to look at moving forward.
Ball 1 to Young. Looked like it fell off there at the end. That's high, ball 2. Carter's been pretty masterful, 76 total pitches. Swung on, fouled back off of Bukowski's helmet. See if we can get another plate cleaning. It looks pretty clean to me right now.
Yeah, it looks looks like he's good.
He's good. High, ball 3. You said Kepler was up earlier in the pen. I don't know if anything's out there right now.
No one's out there now, so.
Oh, yeah, Kepler's at 3rd, so he's kind of hard to be in the pen. That'll be a walk to Drew Young, put him aboard.
Yep, Carter's game to finish at this point.
Yep. This will bring up Jamison Carey 0 for 2 at the drop third, and he got called out swinging. See what Carey does here from the right side of the plate. Young taking a decent-sized lead, looking like they might bunt him, and Carey has ball 1.
Yes, switching balls. It's the ball.
It's the ball spot. It is.
Nope. Sometimes what you do as a pitcher, you know, you're just like, you know what, I need a little different juju. I need a little different something.
Right.
So you know what, we'll just get a different ball, and you know that'll make all the difference. You know, pitchers. You know, we talk about superstition. Pitchers, even more so than hitters, very very superstitious.
That's in the dirt, and that'll be 2-0.
And he hasn't done this all day. I feel like he's kind of guiding the ball a little bit this inning. Just bear down, throw strikes.
That is swung on over to Kepler. They get it at 2nd. Over to 1st. What do they say? Safe?
Yeah, half step.
Okay, so he's in play with a fielder's choice, if I'm correct. So it was 5-6 on the out. Young is out. And that puts Carey at 1st, but 1 down now, and that'll bring up Logan Willis. 0 for 1 with a walk and a ground out. Now, forgive my ignorance. It's been a while since I've officially scored. Does a fielder's choice count as an at-bat?
It does.
So he's 0 for 3 now. Or is that considered a 1 for?
Oh, yeah, be 0 for 3.
Okay.
Yep.
It's been a while. It really has.
I'll say there's some funky things scoring-wise with baseball. So it's like, okay, is this a hit? Well, let's say this hit air. This counts as at bat. This doesn't. You know, it.
And unlike a lot of sports, there's some judgment that's allowed.
There is.
My dad in retirement used to do scorekeeping for the Mahoning Valley Scrappers minor league team for a while.
Oh, really?
And so he gets to make some of those judgments. That's a called strike.
Yeah, and some of it really is, you know, like, okay, you should maybe thinking like, okay, would he have beaten it? Would he have not? You know, did he field it cleanly? Okay, you know, still made the play. Okay, it goes as an error. It is very, very subjective sometimes.
Called strike 3. Good pitch in there for Carter Dominic, and that'll send Willis down and bring up Cody Galambos. He is 0 for 2, and he struck out twice. That was nice pitching right there.
Absolutely. Couldn't have placed that ball any more perfect. Right on the outer corner and got him looking.
Grounder. Steps on second, and we're done.
And he completes a no-no, too.
He did.
No-hitter. Not a perfect game. Had a couple walks in there.
He
but
did have a couple walks.
A 7-inning no-hitter for Carter Dominic there. Just an excellent, masterful performance. And did it only on 87 pitches, which is just incredible.
That's incredible. Absolutely. So the Bears will be victorious here against the Southview Cougars. And, it was a good one. Bryan got on the board in the bottom of the first inning. Then they got him 2 more in the bottom of the third inning to make it 4-0. And then, Bryan got 1 run in the 4th inning, 2 runs in the 5th inning, a scoreless 6th inning, and then to hold him in the 7th inning with just a runner on board. There you go, and that's your win there in the top of this 7th inning. All right, we're going to take this timeout. We're going to come back and wrap things up, give you some stats and more after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
To the Bryan Golden Bear fans, those who made donations to the cause,
to the school board and administration, and everyone who played a role in this project. We just want to say
thank you!
Phase 2 of the capital improvement project includes field upgrades at Rec Park, a new softball field, and revitalization of soccer fields on the former Washington school property, and renewal of practice fields on the BCS campus. Let's finish the project and build champions.
Go Bears! Bryan Bill!
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, Bears victorious here 7-0 over the Southview Cougars. It looks like this for the runs, hits, and errors. For Southview, no runs, no hits, 4 errors, 3 left aboard. For the Golden Bears, 7 runs on 8 hits, no errors, 10 left aboard. Time of the game, 1 hour and 43 minutes. And let's take a look at some stats. First for the Bryan Golden Bears, Noah Heward was 1 for 3. He had a single. Actually, he was 2 for 3. He had a single, a double, an RBI, a walk, a strikeout. Pretty much every category there for Noah Heward. Cade Carlin was 1 for 4. He had a bunt single. Jace Kepler was 2 for 3. He had 2 singles and RBI. He also walked. Carter Dominic was 1 for 3. He had a single, 2 RBIs. He walked. He struck out. Lazarus Lane, 1 for 4. He had a single. Cole Uran was 1 for 4. He had a single, an RBI, a strikeout. Cam Bukowski was 0 for 3. He had a walk. Damian Wolf was 1 for 3. And he had a walk. He had 2 strikeouts as well and got on with a bunt. Elijah Fry was 0 for 2. He had a strikeout. And we had Mason Welling was 0 for 1, and he walked. Actually 0 for 0. He walked his first time up. So there you have it. For the Golden Bears pitching-wise, Carter Dominic won the game, went the complete distance, 7 innings, faced 24 batters, 37 balls, 51 strikes, 88 total pitches. He struck out 8, gave up no hits, and 3 walks, and it was a good outing for Carter Dominic. Let's take a look for the visitors, the Southview Cougars. Ramsey Abuhashish was 0 for 3. He struck out. Ryan D. Shetler was 0 for 3. He struck out. Drew Young was 0 for 3. He had a walk. Jamison Carey was 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Logan Willis 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Cody Gamblos was 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Avery Offenberg was 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Luke Hermiller was 0 for 1 with a walk. And I think that's all we got to there. And for the pitching, Southview took a combination of pitchers. Ryan Ragusa started the game out. Had 3 complete innings, faced 17 batters, 21 balls, 34 strikes, threw 55 total pitches, gave up 4 runs. 3 of the runs were earned. He also struck out 3 and walked 2. Ryan DeShetler came in relief in the 4th inning. He had 2 total innings pitched, faced 14 batters, threw 54 pitches, 26 balls, 28 strikes, gave up 3 runs. 1 of his runs was earned. 2 strikeouts, 4 walks for DeShetler. Nathan Schnell came in for the last inning, faced 4 batters, threw 14 pitches, 6 balls, 8 strikes. He struck 1 out, and that's all she wrote there. And again, that line score for Southview, no runs, no hits, 4 errors, 3 left to board. For Bryan, 7 runs, 8 hits, no errors, 10 left to board. Going to take this time out. We'll come back and wrap things up here and look ahead to the future here on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Discover tremendous scholarship opportunities at Northwest State. Over the past 2 years, we have awarded nearly $2 million in foundation scholarships. That's free money for college. Don't miss out. Apply today.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. So if you want to talk to your kids, you got to get it trending. I was just trying to get your attention.
Could I just ask?
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, Bears victorious 7-0 here. And that was a good game. Chris Malanga and Derek Hug here with you. Want to thank our sponsors bringing you the game. Andrews O'Neill and Low, Bryan Parks and Rec, Fackler Monument. Newcomers, Schaefer, Spangler, and Brininger, Oberlin, Turnbull, Funeral Home, and Crematory. Bryan Athletic Boosters, Danielle Van Atta Agency, Veteran Services of Williams County, Northwest State Community College, and Starks Plumbing and Heating. Almost had the sheet blow away. Give us your thoughts on this one. That was a good one.
Yeah, just a fantastic ball game by the Bears. You know, couple different thoughts. One, you can go back to the keys to the game, but really any baseball game, pitching, defense, timely hitting. Pitching, you got to no. Carter filled up the zone. He battled when he needed to. He threw strikes, and he let his defense work. And he made pitches when he had to. And for the defense, air-free baseball. That's the name of the game. You play defense like that, you're going to be in and win a lot of ball games. Then offensively, I think we had 1 extra base hit today. I think you would have obviously liked to, you left 10 on base.
Yep.
If we're gonna nitpick one thing,
that's the one thing.
One
right?
thing that like moving forward, come tournament time, and obviously we're a long way from tournament time, but that's what you're building towards right at the end of the year. That's something you want to clean up, is not leave 10 guys on base. But you know what? Like excellent Bears is something definitely to build on as they carry throughout the season. So just an excellent game for the Bears. And continue that. They're going to win a lot of baseball games this year.
Absolutely. Well, again, the Bears victorious 7-0 on the main stop scoreboard. Our next game is going to be on Tuesday, the 16th. So we got a little bit of time here, basically a little week of no games. It'll be Otsego facing Bryan on Tuesday the 16th. That'll be at 5 p.m. on bryansports.com and Q96.5. I want to thank our broadcast crew, our director engineer, Krista Bruner, our camera today, Tony Malanga, came in all the way, got the professional cameraman from Pittsburgh in. I want to thank our athletic department here at BHS, Nathan Keel and Teresa Kuzmal. Golden Bear Photography, Matt Neff and Stephanie Ponzak, and at WQCT. I want to thank Rick Armentrout, our board op. This broadcast is produced by the Golden Bear Sports Network for the private use of our audience. Any duplication or other use of this broadcast, including descriptions or accounts of the game, without the express written consent of the Bryan City School District is prohibited. One final time for all of us at the Golden Bear Sports Network with Derek Hug. I'm Chris Malanga. Again, your final score is 7-0 Bryan, the main stop scoreboard. Have a great night, everybody.